teachers. Good morning. Good afternoon, contestants. The 2018 Jiangnan University English Presentation Contest is about to begin. First, let's welcome our chair, Professor Richard Dong, to say the few words.
Good afternoon, judges and teachers and students, and I'm the chairperson, Richard Tom, and it's my honor to invite all of you to participate in our contest. And actually, we have received so many students' words for contest, and finally we select 12 groups, okay, and one extra group for Japanese. And I think we have to start our contest on time. So, calm down, and I know that you are well prepared. Okay, thank you for your participation. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dong. Now, let's meet the judges. First, distinguished Professor Wu Zhenrong. Next, Professor Wang Yaying. Next, Professor Gary Jr. Next, Professor Bridget O'Neill. Next, Professor Li Rong. Finally, Professor Wu Xiagong. Now, it's time for our contest to begin. Prior to our contest, we would like to remind you of some regulations. First, please turn off your mobile phone or switch into a vibration mode. Then, please pay attention to the time limit. The amount of time must be 5 minutes as minimum and 10 minutes as maximum. We will ring the bell once at 9 minutes as a warning. The second bell will ring at 10 minutes. You must finish your presentation within 10 seconds of the second bell. Thanks for your cooperation. And now, let's welcome Group 1. The title of their presentation is Nijijose Kazuno Shinka. Please give them a big hand.こんにちは。私は黄子君です。私たちのテーマは日常生活の進化です。どうしてこのテーマを選んだんですか？理由はこちら。時間という悪魔の下、年ものろのろ進化している。日本人の生き方に参加して、例えば時、過去から今まで最初の様子と変わる原因はあまり重視なので、今回をきっかけに私たちはより一層理解したい。
こんにちは。ちょうど食事の時間です。あなたを特別な寿司屋へ連れて行きましょう。何か特別ですか？いたらわかります。
寿司屋に入れます。
女性の名前があります。これが特別なところですよ。
靴は男の板前がいますでしょう。
そうですよ。でもなんで女性の板前ですか？実は私もよく知りません。一緒にマスターを聞いています。
おはようございます。私は店主です。女性の食欲と味覚は性に影響されます。研究によると女性の体温が男性より高くて生物や脳臭度の処理に影響するという説があります。しかし実際は男性に比べて女性の手の温度が低いです。男性私はこれがステレオタイプの影響で別に説得力のないと思います。
おお、そうですか。ありがとうございました。彼ら食べ終わって店を出ました。そして歩きながら話します。その時、街で2人の友達に会いました。日本人は友達に挨拶して夫人のを紹介します。彼女たちは私の友達です。
私はこうです。
私はキマラスです。その時、突然に外国人は機械式の自家駐輪場を見ました。
それは何ですか？
それは機械式の自転車置き場で地下にあります。
日本では自転車の使用率がとても高いです。最初は自転車は路上駐車ですが、しかしなかなか整然とできないし、空間も取れます。
しばらくして2台式サイクルラックと機械式機械駐輪場になり、混雑問題が改善されているが、でもスペースの問題は以前として解決できなかったです。今はスペースを節約するために機械式地下の自転車置き場が開発されました。
日本人は本当すごいですね。テクノロジーはとても進んでいます。
ところが先頭に入ったことがありますか？
いいえ、ありません。
入ってみませんか？
いいよ。
彼女たち先頭へ行きます。
なぜシールを貼り付けますか？
日本の先頭ではタトゥーをしている人は立ち入り禁止ですから。でもシールでタトゥーを遮ったら大丈夫です。
なぜシールをした人は入ってはいけませんか？
以前は暴力団関係者と言われていました。
今はそう思う人がいません。でも日本ではまだそのように思っています。ですからシールを貼り付ければ入ってもいいですよ。
そうですか。日本の伝統ではこのような特別なルールがありますか？
彼女たちは床から上がりました。
日常生活に気をつけなかったことを教えて本当にありがとうございました。今日はとても楽しかったです。
いいえ、私たちも楽しかったです。
またいつか遊びに行きましょうね。
じゃあ今度もっと日本の生活について話しましょうね。バイバイ。私たち台湾人は日本の生活に興味がありますが、知らないこともたくさんあります。それに彼らの調査によると、今までに彼らのことや現状の進化が変わったが、その進化は明らかではないかもしれません。でも、物の根をたどった後で、今朝、早期から今までの日本の特有の文化を分かりました。 の発表が終わりました。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Thank you, Group 1. Next, Group 2 will present War Against Waste Food. Welcome to the Quick News. I'm today's host, Sandy. Our topic today is war against waste food. We all know that it is very important to cherish food. However, do we really carry out? It's nothing for you to tune in the Quick News today because what we are going to talk about is a hot topic that's been discussed about recently. Now, let me show you 5 main points about today's show. First, we'll have simple introduction of waste food. Second, what measures we can take to solve these problems. Third, we are recommending some waste food restaurants to you. Fourth, we will reveal how waste food influences us. Finally, we will tell you how to reduce leftovers. There are 4 reasons why there is so much waste food. One is stale food. Another is terrible appearance. Still another is purchase habits. And the other is transportation problems. Isn't it surprising for you to know that? Do you want to know more? It's a pleasure to invite 2 experts, Christine and Kathleen, and 2 Taiwanese recycling food restaurant owners, Ruby and Uni, to our show. At the beginning of the program, let's welcome Christine.
Hello everyone, I'm expert Christine. Now let me tell you the factors contributing to the food waste. First, some people can eat other meals or some can accept the appearance of some certain foods. Therefore, they will discard them. If we throw them out too often, the quantity of leftovers will keep rising. Thus, it results in the so-called food waste. In addition, it will do harm to the environment and the economy because the government has to spend more money to deal with it. And aside from the adoption from the government, private enterprises and organizations also set up recycling food restaurants or supermarkets to help reduce food waste. You might be surprised to know that there are some distinctive recycling food restaurants around the world. At first, there's a restaurant named Insak, which serves imperfect vegetables like beans or potatoes, and they are made into a veg soup like this. Second, I also discovered an organization in Spain that provides free ugly vegetables such as strange-looking pumpkins or red lemons for the homeless people.
Wow, that's really interesting. I believe the audience wants to know more about the measures taken by other countries, right? So let's welcome Kathleen.
Hi, I'm expert Caitlin. There's a pay as you feel cafe in UK which only offers leftovers. You may wonder where these leftovers come from. Actually, they are not the rotten foods or the remains. They are mainly the foods offered by some supermarkets or restaurants, and they have poor appearance. In addition to this unique restaurant, there's a supermarket in Denmark named We Food, which is the first waste food supermarket in the world and sells the foods originally discarded from other supermarkets. Different from the above, there's a special public refrigerator in Germany. Inside it, you may discover some vegetables or breads, and they can be shared to any people in need. These foods are so lucky that they are not wasted in vain. The last one I want to share with you is France. French government has passed a law that bans the supermarkets from discarding the unsold but eatable foods, and they have to donate the foods to charities.
Thanks for expert Kathleen's detailed explanation.
Now, we know many countries have taken steps to change these serious issues. But what can the public do to help reduce waste food? Could you analyze the chart for us, Ruby?
It's quite easy for everyone to change a serious food condition, as long as each of us is willing to take measures. So, we leave some easy approaches that we can take in our daily life and share the survey we conducted with you. First, before you buy any kinds of food, notice the expiration date. Second, keep the refrigerator clean and hygienic. Third, follow the instructions on the package to store the food. Fourth, put the new food to the back of the refrigerators. Fifth, buy the exact quantity of food. Sixth, make good use of the leftovers. The last, freeze the food to extend the food life. As you can see from the graph, most people are more willing to buy the exact quantity of food and notice the expiration date.
Wow, that's really practical for us, isn't it? Now, as for Christine and Kelly, can you elaborate more on your survey and share your opinion with us?
Of course, in the hope that the vicious circle of wasting food would end, we also investigate the causes of people's wasted food to raise the awareness about this issue. From the graph, you can clearly see that people waste mainly because they can't eat that much. Next, a number of them consider the food had gone stale without any nutrient in them at all. The fact that the food is not appetizing is one of the reasons as well.
80% of people who took part in their survey said that they would never waste food. And that's, some people waste food because of a poor appearance. According to these reasons, Ruby has just listed out there several measures we can take in advance instead of discarding food straight into the garbage can, and all of us should keep these measures in mind.
I sometimes do create leftovers because the quantity of what I consume is far from my stomach-taking content.
But after having a deep understanding of the measures to reduce waste food, I surely will tell it in no time in my daily life. However, when food waste are inevitably created, what can we do to dispose of them without causing harm to our surroundings? Ruby?
Most of the people around the world waste food. It's a problem that we can avoid. But what can we do is to reduce the negative impact of the remain. As the graph shows, unfortunately, there are lots of customers who just make the food they can consume anymore become the leftovers. But it is comfortably to know that the most preferable way for them to conduct when it comes to dealing with the remain is to share it with friends and families, and perhaps it is the fattest way. Also, some will store and eat them the next time. Still others will use them as fertilizers or make them into another dishes.
Now, let's move to the question and answer time. The question is, why did you want to establish this kind of restaurants?
Seeing that there are many recycling food restaurants outside Taiwan devoted to this issue, we also want to respond to this kind of activities.
Uni, could you share methods to running recycling food restaurants?
Of course. First, we will go to traditional market to collect the remaining ingredients. This way, we can not only reduce the remain the predators might worry about, but also benefit us when we need to make dishes. Last but not least, promotion will be a decisive role in the running of our West Food restaurant. Support from the crowds means a lot to us. They are the backup when we in the face of difficulties when managing this special type of restaurant.
Sadly, today's program has drawn to a close. Christine and Kelly, could you give us a conclusion about today's topic and bring us to a perfect ending?
Okay, leave it to us. First, we mentioned some ways like notice the expiration date and keep the refrigerator clean.
In addition, we provide other countries' methods to improving food waste reduce.
What's more, if you would like unique experience of dining in a recycling food restaurant, welcome to visit us.
If you want to know more about us, feel free to scan through our website.
If you have other ideas about reducing food waste, welcome to leave your comments on our Quick's website. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Group 2. Please welcome Group 3. The title of their presentation is Gashapon.
Hello everyone. My name is Vicky.
I'm Janice.
I'm Daddy.
We come from Jianghua Zhengdale High School. Today we are going to introduce Gashapon. I have divided my presentation into 5 parts. These are including object, different gacha, research question, gacha SWOT, and conclusion.
First, we can find more and more popular Gashapon in various places. And gacha, this word is in the Japanese pronunciation. We often think that it was invented in Japan, but actually it was first invented in America. The early American gacha is common in grocery stores, with candy and cookies in it. However, it was not very popular. In America, it is called bubblegum machine. And later on, Japanese imported gacha and introduced it to the world. People noticed this gacha scene and became the world's gacha.
With the change of the time, there are more and more kinds of gacha, such as normal gacha, sweet gacha, and night gacha. This is a standard gacha. Every gacha is in egg sheet with egg paper in it. There are also things filled in it. The egg paper is very important for character. From the egg paper, we can tell gacha, the true one from the fake one. The design is quite beautiful on the egg paper. This kind of gashapon is very special. For example, hot-cake gashapon. Its name implies curiosity out gacha will make you happy because only one piece of paper in it. Dessert gashapon is the most different. You can never think that a dessert could be played like this. This is Russian gashapon. The most special gacha is filled with jelly, spun sugar, or donuts. Are you afraid of the dessert go bad? Don't even worry about it. But the gashapon had a change called storage effect. Large gashapon have many different, such as robots, castles, buses, and so on. The large gashapon gacha in exchange way. Usually, people take a piece of paper in exchange prices. A large gashapon in different places having different prices. The award include tickets, cell phones, a large coat, a play insect, and so on. Although the price is more expensive, about $100.
but there are still a lot of people come to try their luck. Why does gacha attract young people?
Because of variety, content is rich and plastic of gacha. There are quite a number of the other gachapon, and the styles of gacha styles shop are not the same. Each has its own feature. It also becomes the hardest check-in phase. What is the motivation of young people to play gacha?
People play gacha through narrow information and the figure of gacha. And how are young people satisfied with gacha?
I think it varies from person to person. Furthermore, the price is reasonable. There are various kinds of gacha, and so I'm excited with gacha. The reason for this satisfying is that the price is too expensive.
We have done a survey for 50 persons in Thailand. Present survey in the pie chart. First, gender. There are 68% females playing gacha, while only 32 males doing it. Age. Most of them fall between 15 and 25 years old. Others are below 15 years old.
How often do you play it?
50% of the people rarely play. However, only 10% of the persons always play it. How do you think about the price?
Most of the people think the price of gacha is expensive. Well, some people think the gacha is reasonable. However, only 4% of the people think it's very expensive.
How much do you spend one time?
Every time, most of people spend $100 to $150. 34% of the people spend $50 to $60. The rest, about 60% of the people spend over $200.
And now we are going to understand gacha's strengths. First, there are many types of gacha. Second, it works without manpower. Third, commodity is light and easy to carry. Weakness. First, it's not easy to stockpile a hard commodity. Second, its customers are not reputable.
Opportunities. First, there are infinite chance, the market large scale. Second, non-restrained market available everywhere. Threat. First, as the gacha more popular fact appear in the market. Second, this is shared competition with the toy stores.
We asked the people the feeling after play gacha. About 28 people agree that they are in a good mood after playing it. No one strongly disagree that they are in a malpleasant.
From the above, we can get a conclusion that most of consumers are girls. Their ages range from 15 and 25 years old. Some of the consumers may have sets of booths. Many people think the price of gacha is expensive. Many people play the gacha just want to follow the trend.
Finally, playing gacha may just cost only $30 to $50. Maybe a little makes a miracle. It's for sure that people would spend more and more money on it. However, it's not a problem for gacha lovers. It's the tasting that matters.
Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Group 3. Please welcome Group 4. The title of the presentation is Blueprint Culture and Creative Park.
Nowadays, young guys have a lot of creative ideas. This can be evidenced by cultural and creative shops, products, and parks. Hello everyone, our topic is
Blueprint Cultural and Creative Park.
I'm Jolene.
I'm Kenny.
I'm May.
And I'm Mine.
Today, we're going to talk about the topic, the Blueprint Cultural and Creative Park in Tainan. Take a look at our table of content first.
We begin with the definition of cultural and creative industry.
Then we move to the second issue, introduction to blueprint.
Finally, we introduce types of stores in cultural and creative park.
First, we outline the definition of cultural and creative park.
The following two features belongs to the definition of cultural and creative park.
The first feature is the value of product and the potential benefit.
The second feature is the original and innovative production and highly added values.
Next, we are going to introduce top 5 popular cultural and creative parks in Taiwan in 2016.
The Blueprint Cultural and Creative Park is strength. The fifth.
It's our main theme today.
Later, we'll talk more about the Blueprint Cultural and Creative Park in Tainan.
The fourth rank is the Rainbow Village in Taichung.
The third rank is Taipei Huangshan 1940s Creative Park. In the past, it was a winery. After the reconstruction of various art and literature space, we have the spot Huangshan.
The next one is Songshan Cultural and Creative Park. It was Songshan Tobacco Factory. In 2010, it became Songshan Cultural and Creative Park, and the historic buildings here remain. Here's a popular venue exhibition. You can go shopping in Songshan Gallery and the East Side Sculpture.
Where's the first place?
I know the first one is the Pirate Art Center in Kaohsiung.
The Pirate Art Center was rebuilt from the old warehouse area of the wharf. It's like an artwork from the old warehouse. The newly creative value perfects the harbor city's charming culture and ways of life.
Then, let's move on to our theme today. We're going to talk about the Blueprint Cultural and Creative Park in Tainan.
At first, the blueprint was located at Hai An Road in Tainan. This blue wall presents blueprint design. The wall keeps our memory of the past, and it also carries a promising future.
In February 2014, due to the safety consideration, the landlord drew ceased for blueprints. Luckily, in 2015, the Tainan City government made effort to build the 3D blueprints cultural and creative park from the old traditional dog park. It restores the common memories of local people.
The new location is not far from Shinton Mitsukoshi department store. The old blueprint went into a siege, bring to many cultural shops and artists. Therefore, blueprint carries an artistic atmosphere to Tainan.
The next one is about the development of blueprints. We divide it into 3 stages: the past, the present, and the future.
The first stage was the old judicial dormitory, which was located in Xinchang village, between Ximen Road and Guohua Street.
The next one is the current development. We shape the old hostel into a new lifestyle. People instill the cultural and creative idea to the old house. I mean, the old hostel remains a Japanese style. Yet, it goes to the further transformation to the repair.
You can see blueprint art of installation, together with its current features, having a lot of great cultural and creative stores. The blueprint park became the spotlight in Tainan.
The last one is the future development. Blueprint Park Micro Studio will nourish many unique culture and creative manufacturers and outstanding artists.
With 3D blueprint art of installation and unique feelings of the park, the reshaped blueprint has a different meaning. Last, we make the traditional culture into lively fashion.
Then, let's go into the park. We'll see the mascot at the entrance, Cute Blues, made by the great artist Akibo. Greets visitors in a quirky way. Such a vivid image surely become the hotspot to the visitors.
We can also see the theme of the park, blueprint, thanks to Mr. Liu Guochang. The entrance of blueprint becomes the new image through the 3D technology. Tourists enjoy evenly designed lines.
The other great part is the mural on the wall. It's made by many overseas graffiti experts. No wonder the park become artistic.
Also, we can take lovely photos there. It's a very great DCP rooftop.
Last, let's move on to the stores in the park. The first one is Orchid House. The cultural store is named after its product, orchids. There are many orchid-handmade products and delicious snacks by designers.
The second one is Week 9. It tries to come out the paper magazine. Groups of people enjoy the fingertips by touching the paper. They love to take notes by using pens to vent their opinions.
The third one is the Pai Pai cultural creation for the lovely pets. The main focus is on the lively interaction between pets and people. The Pai Pai cultural creation is famous for its nature and security design, plus the composite material. Such a unique handmade design reinterprets the intimate relationship between pets and people.
And the last one is Zazazu. It's the local uniform brand from Tainan, Chongmei Uniform, with the 60-year experience of workmanship and fabric characteristic. They create a new brand, Zazazu, giving a new energy to our brand.
Therefore, Zazazu extends the uniform clothes to specially designed parent-child models and pet models. Through the accessory, they show charming and unique fashion.
These are our introduction.
We hope you like it. Thank you.
you, Group 4. Please welcome Group 5. The title of their presentation is My Copyright, Bazaars, the traditional tattoo in Rukai culture. Test.
Before we start our presentation, I would like to tell you a story first. There were two sisters whose parents were killed by enemies. Their uncle swore revenge, but he never came back. The sisters tried to find him. When they found him, he refused to come back home with them. He said he could give them something to remember him. He sent them to the kiln. When they went out, their bodies were covered in beautiful patterns. The other girls in the village tried to copy, but in vain. They were only able to copy the designs on their hands. This is the origin story of the Rukai's tattoo, bazaars.
When we think of tattoos, we often think of rebellion, self-expression, or human body art, right? However, bazaars is no ordinary tattoo. In our project, we will explore the beautiful representation of Rukai spirit. In the following outline, we will provide you with further information concerning bazaars. First, we'll briefly introduce the study, and followed by a review of the related literature. Then, we'll show you the data we analyzed and the outcome of our interview. Finally, we'll come to our conclusion.
The inspiration for this project comes from our member Ruby. When she visited New Zealand, there was a Maori native fabric who received approval to have Maori tattoos on his face. It reminded her of her great-grandmother, who always proudly told a story about bazaars on her hands. As a Rukai, Ruby had a strong feeling about the difference between
the Rukai traditions are vanishing. I want to do something for my culture, for my great-grandmother, and also for the Rukai.
So we decided to do this project together.
Our topic is My Copyright, Bazaars. Her experience ignited our desire to explore bazaars and Rukai tribesmen's opinions about it. But we designed 3 questions to achieve our purposes. First, we try to understand the meaning of bazaars, and we try to find out how will Rukai tribesmen understand it. Then, we ask Rukai tribesmen's opinions on cultural significance and preservation.
So, we use the 3 methods to investigate bazaars: document analysis, questionnaire, and interview. Looking over literature has been surprising. The first one is qualifications for heading bazaars. Rukai consists of 2 groups, nobles and commoners. Only young virgin Rukai girls with ability to make textile can get bazaars. But commoners are required to meet 2 additional qualifications: donation and permission of the chief.
Now we understand how bazaars is given. But what is it for? It's a symbol of purity and nobility. Also, qualification of textile making is evidence of female maturity. Lastly, if you can endure the pain of bazaars, it means you can endure any kind of hardship in the future. Now, let's take a closer look at the hand I drew. The image are inspired by Mother Nature. The Rukai believe the hungry pacer to be their ancestor, so you can see it in bazaars. The image of rivers and mountains symbolize territory. After our literature review, we found that the image may look simple at first, but that is meaningful as a culture. And it leads us to the next point.
To understand how well Rukai tribesmen know bazaars and their opinions on it, we design our questionnaire into 3 dimensions: understanding, cultural significance, and preservation with 15 yes or no questions. 100 160 Rukai tribesmen participated in our survey. We analyzed the data from different aspects: social class, sexes, and age. Let's start by taking a look at this chart, which separates the nobles and the commoners. The gray one is understanding, the orange one is cultural significance, and the blue one is preservation. You can see that the average positive response rates of the nobles in 3 dimensions are all higher than those of the commoners. The reason might be that possesses one of the nobles' privilege, which gives the nobles more opportunities to receive possess.
Let's move on to another one. This one analyzed how sexes affected their response. The rates of female in 3 dimensions are all higher than those of male, because for a long time, those who had possessed were all female. The final one is analyzed by age. No matter the dimension, the rate slightly increases as the age gets higher. But I would like you to focus on this area. This area is interesting. Understanding in the age 16 to 18 is lower than that in the age 13 to 15, because many schools in tribe have begun teaching Aboriginal culture.
After we analyzed the data, we found that although Lukai tribesmen are not familiar with possess, they are quite willing to pass it down. To understand their thoughts clearly, we interviewed the Lukai tribesmen of different ages. Kabalu, Xu Weizhong, is a 26-year-old commoner. Once lived in Jammu tribe. After Typhoon Morocco, he was forced to evacuate. Since then, he realized how vulnerable and important that culture is.
Ipulu, Lai Meifang, is a 44-year-old noble. With only 7 senior tribesmen with possessed that, she realized that with the passing away of these elders, part of the culture was passing away too. Thus, she took it upon herself. She has even planned to have her own possess. Gualimi, Du Xiaoying, is a 99-year-old commoner, one of the last 7 senior tribesmen with possess. She cherishes the possess a lot. It was an honor to speak and learn with someone who has been on the earth for 99 years.
After interviewing them, we summarized the following information. Parents choose patterns for their daughter based on their expectation. However, the nobles and the commoners have separate patterns. For example, human pattern can only be used by nobles. Patterns of possess not only show a woman's purity, but also increase the chance of marrying a noble.
You may be wondering how such a beautiful tradition disappears. Here are some possible reasons. During Japanese rule, Rukai tribesmen were forced to remove their possess. This means possess nearly disappeared during this time period. Additionally, nowadays, most Rukai are Christian. This means that receiving a tattoo like possess goes against their religion. The final reason is the influence of Han culture. Tattoos are a symbol of gangster. Thus, some tribesmen have abandoned their own culture to assimilate.
In our interview, we've asked them their opinions on heritage. They are happy to see that people are trying to understand and even to pass it down. But they still emphasize possess is no easy thing. As I said before, some factors may still affect possess revival. 26-year-old Gabalu gets a suggestion, wear possess patterns on clothes instead of on skin. This balances religion with tradition.
After all these efforts, we found that possess is distinct from modern tattoos, and we have the following conclusions. Possess is a Lukai symbol of female purity, glory, and the blessing from parents. Most importantly, since Lukai have no real language, possess is a way of expression.
Furthermore, possess is generally practiced by nobles and women, and nowadays, young tribesmen no longer have possess, so elders, nobles, and women are more likely to understand and preserve possess. But surprisingly, regardless of class, sexes, and age, all the rates of cultural significance and preservation reaches 80 to 90%, while understanding reaches only 50 to 60%. For preservation, they should raise the understanding of possess.
Now, we would like to provide some suggestions. First, by creating products of possess, like this, more people will be aware of possess. and there will be more opportunities to pass it down. Moreover, but that is more likely to be preserved if it is in cultural courses. The third one is to ensure Ruka's coming generation to have certain understanding and commitment for their own culture.
After doing this project, I feel deeply connected to my culture. The more I learn, the more I cherish my identity. If we lose a part of our culture, we also lose a part of ourselves. Each possess tells a story. It shows who I am. It's my copyright.
Doing this project has encouraged all of us to dig deeper into who we are.
It's not just about respecting others' culture, but more about cherishing our own one.
If you are interested in possess or willing to know more, the following are recommended information for your reference.
Thank you.
Thank you, Group 5. Teachers and contestants, we will now have a 5-minute break. Please be back here ready to start at 1:56. Thank you. Time for our ongoing contest. Please welcome Group 6. The title of their presentation is World of Social Network. The popularity of Facebook and Instagram among high school students.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anne.
And I am Sarah.
We are going to share our research to all of you. Our topic is World of Social Network. Hey, Sarah, which one do you prefer, Facebook or Instagram?
Personally, I like Instagram more than Facebook.
Why?
My mom loves to pay my Facebook, so I just switched to Instagram so that she cannot pay my life because she doesn't know how to use it.
I cannot agree with you anymore, but I still use Facebook sometimes. So today, our research is mainly to discuss the popularity of Facebook and Instagram among high school students.
Here is our research outline. Firstly, I will give you some general information about Facebook and Instagram. Then, we will make some comparisons between these two social networking apps and tell the difference between them.
Furthermore, we will take a close look into our questionnaire analysis to give you more detailed information about the opinion from high school students. Finally, we make a conclusion about our research results. Let's start with Facebook. Facebook is recognized for its pioneering social media application program in the world. Following are some of the functions commonly used by Facebook users, including check-in, messenger, post, group, fan page, and newsfeed. However, according to our research, the number of Facebook users is on the decrease. Teenagers tend to use Facebook mostly just for following newsfeed and delivering messages.
On the other hand, Instagram is a basically picture-oriented social networking app and was purchased by Facebook in 2012. Here you can see its interface. At present, Instagram keeps growing rapidly, unlike the advertisement appearing everywhere on Facebook. Instagram has not been invaded extensively by mobile advertisement, which might be one of the reasons that some people forsake Facebook. The following are some popular functions of Instagram, including post, extend story, extend direct, explore tab, favorite, and photographic filters.
According to this topic, we did a questionnaire survey. The questionnaire is divided into two parts. One is about their using habits. The other is about their using preference. The participants of this study consist of 45 males and 109 females in high school, with 8 involved subjects dropped out. About their using habits, we found that their favorite function of Facebook is Messenger, while the most popular function of Instagram is IG Story. Additionally, the main purpose to urge them to use Facebook is reading the newsfeed, while they read IG Story on Instagram.
As for frequency of using Facebook and Instagram, the majority is the Instagram users. Most of them are considered to be frequent users. Facebook is widely used, but half of them are infrequent users. The detailed information about using frequency is portrayed as the following table. As this chart shows, the left side shows a degree of the disagreement of the question. The right side shows a degree of agreement of the questions. From the average score, we can find most of teenagers like interface of Instagram more than Facebook.
However, although Facebook appears to be dull and monotonous, Facebook surpassed Instagram on the contact function. It might be one of the reasons why Facebook still has so many users. As a messaging platform, Facebook is still a powerful and versatile tool for communication.
On the contrary, Instagram is a hit platform for curation. With the customized and personalized posting function, users can express themselves in a creative and innovative way.
As for a social function, Facebook used to be a hit among social networking apps, but it has been replaced by Instagram recently. Facebook is more like media than social community. If people tend to expand their social circle, Instagram may have a better effect than Facebook. To sum up, we found that the most of high school students are accustomed to using both Facebook and Instagram. But as a whole, they more like Instagram for its privacy being stylistic. However, it is necessary to use Facebook to connect with others. In a nutshell, Facebook makes the world open and connected.
Instagram shows the authentic version of life. No matter which one you prefer, Facebook and Instagram are all distinct and indispensable. The world of social network finally ends up in a win-win situation, not only for the users, but also for the company. Here are our references. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Group 6. Now, let's welcome Group 7. The title of their presentation is Change in the Food Age, Genetically Modified Food.
Hey, Selena. Oh my god! Why do you drink that?
Why not?
Because that is made from genetically modified soybeans.
It is bad?
Hi Vicky, what are you doing?
We are talking about genetically modified food.
Genetically modified food? Do you know that?
Yes, in Taiwan, genetically modified food seems unfamiliar to public. All we know is only a vague concept.
Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. We appreciate to be here with you today. I'm Amber.
I'm Cindy.
I'm Vicky.
I'm Selena.
Our topic today is Change in the Food Age, Genetically Modified Food. Our content includes 5 parts. First, introduction. Second, literature review. Third, research methodology. Fourth, finding and discussion. Finally, conclusion and suggestions.
As for our research motivation, genetically modified food is always a controversial issue. Regarding the issues about it, people fell into 2 camps. Those who approve of them believe advances in technology can greatly improve our standard of living. On the other hand, people who oppose to them think it will pose a risk to human health or allergic reaction. Therefore, we want to explore its impact on society.
We draw our research purpose. First, find out the differences between genetically modified food and non-genetically modified food. Second, realize the advantage and the disadvantages of genetically modified food. In our opinion, that's what many people are concerned about. In addition, we also collect the public perception of genetically modified foods.
Based on our research purposes, our research questions are: what is the advantages and disadvantages of genetically modified food? Then, what is the people's viewpoint on genetically modified food? Finally, what is the impact of genetically modified food on society? And the emergence of genetically modified food is mainly to solve people's livelihood issues and people's spatial requirements on food quality. But there is also a hidden crisis, such as the destruction of the ecological balance.
The following are the major genetically modified crops in the world, including 49% of soybean, 33% corn, 12% of cotton, and 5% of rapeseed. According to the ILSA, in 2016, the largest planting area in the world is the United States, accounting for 88.4%. The second largest planting area is the Asia and the Pacific.
After learning about that, we also concluded several advantages. First, shorter crop cultivating time. Compared with average crop, genetically modified food can harvest more quickly.
Second, reduce waste and production costs. If production costs can be reduced, it's also good news for consumers. Third, increase crop resistance to herbicides and pests.
Genetically modified food has its good and bad aspects. First, it hazardous to human health. In general, genetically modified food still have many additives that we don't know, causing allergy or food poisoning.
Second, destroy the ecological balance. The occurrence of genetically modified food has led to the unbalance in the nature for a long time, making other crops gradually extinct. Third, cause disease in the future.
According to the methodology above, we supply questionnaire survey as our research method. Our research participants are the public. We posted the questionnaire online and invited people to fill in their option of genetically modified organism. According to the result of our survey, most people who have no comment about genetically modified food, accounting for 41%. And there are also 41% of people who think genetically modified food is harmful to human body.
72% of people believe that it's necessary for genetically modified food to exist in the future, and we also regard them as an indispensable part of life.
In conclusion, due to the issues such as shortening time of crop cultivation, reducing waste and production costs, the supply for genetically modified food falls short of demand on the market. With genetically modified food, great benefits and more business opportunities can be achieved. Moreover, most of people think genetically modified food are necessary to exist in the future.
Based on the discussion above, we provide some suggestions. First, to ensure the exactitude and rightfulness of genetically modified engineering experiments. Second, to promote the knowledge of genetically modified food from the objective perspective.
Now, do you understand about genetically modified food?
Yes, we do. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 7. Please welcome Group 8. The title of their presentation is, How much do you know about earthquakes?
Hey, did you see the news about earthquake last night?
Yes, I saw.
It was horrible. I'm afraid that it happened again.
So, what should we do?
Don't worry, let me tell you something about earthquakes. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today our topic is,
How much do you know about earthquakes?
Taiwan's geographical location and natural environment have many similarities with Japan. For example, earthquakes, typhoons, and other natural disasters occur frequently. Therefore, we want to discuss the precaution against earthquake between Taiwan and Japan.
Our outline includes 5 parts. First, introduction. Second, literature review. Third, methodology. Fourth, data analysis. And final part, conclusion and suggestion.
Taiwan is located in many plate junctions, causing earthquakes frequently. For example, the 921 earthquake caused much damage to public facilities and buildings. A few years ago, the 311 earthquake in 2011, the most powerful earthquake ever recorded in Japan, triggered powerful tsunami and nuclear accidents.
Can we really deal with the disaster and survive before it comes? We, people, usually have 2 types of biases about disaster. People usually think they are not out of luck and always overestimate their own strength capacity. In this project, we will compare Taiwan and Japan in terms of precaution against earthquake, taking Japan as a mirror to review what Taiwan needs to be improved and check whether disaster treatment methods in these 2 countries are perfect or not.
Based on our research purposes, we come up with questions. 1. What are precautions against earthquake people in Taiwan and Japan take before earthquake? 2. To what extent do people in Taiwan and Japan implement earthquake drills? 3. How do people in Taiwan and Japan deal with the disaster caused by an earthquake?
Earthquakes are caused by the squeeze between place and place, resulting from the sudden release of energies in the atmosphere that create seismic wave.
People in Taiwan should have 3 safety tips to get ready for a disaster: emergency bag, village evacuation map, knowledge of disaster prevention. The emergency bag should be loaded with emergency food, warm clothing, personal property, flashlights, battery, medicine, radio, and so on. Village evacuation map can help us to find shelter assistance agencies. The Taiwan government promotes 3 tips: drop, cover, hold on. Just remember these tips, which can protect yourself as quickly as you can.
In Japan, here are 4 missions: emergency bag, disaster prevention manual, short poo and helmet,
the knowledge of earthquake prevention. Most of the emergency bags are fireproof material and the color is silver that is easy to discover. The Japan government has made a disaster prevention handbook, Disaster Preparedness Tokyo, summarized the event preparation before disaster comes. Shampoo and helmet are essential items for Japan needs. From August 13th to September 5th, every year is Japan Disaster Prevention Week. And this picture is emergency short-term map.
There are three differences that we saw all the precautions for earthquake between Taiwan and Japan. Earthquake drills, propaganda of earthquake prevention, and disaster prevention park. Earthquake drills. Taiwan assigns September 21st as a National Disaster Prevention Day each year in order to enhance people's resilience. In September and October, Japan elementary school students, teachers, and parents participate in earthquake drills, propaganda of earthquake prevention. Taiwan will hold activities that let people know knowledge of disaster. However, Japan will post the posters in public places, and the media also reports the information.
Alice, do you know where the Taiwan has a disaster prevention park?
I'm not sure.
Actually, Taiwan imitated Japan to build disaster prevention park, which is Star and Forest Park, are usually located near police station or hospital.
We collected disaster treatment method between Taiwan and Japan. Central, to issue the emergency order, setting up a contingency team and providing emergency setup sites. County, to assist the reconstruction of the area, plan the rebuild fund and coordinate with the victims, villages and town, to execute the county orders. Disaster Emergency Operations Center, to know the related thing of earthquake and provide support at any time.
And Japan are central to formulate policies and establish reconstruction agencies. County, as a bridge between municipality and central communication. Municipality, to hold citizen activities. Community reconstruction, a platform for residents to participate and rebuild. We apply research methods such as literature review and questionnaire.
Our research workshop is divided into 6 parts. Define the topic, specify research purposes, review the literature, decide questionnaire and collect data, analyze data, make a conclusion and suggestion.
This questionnaire was filled by 120 people. 110 people don't have emergency bag, while 105 people don't have disaster prevention manuals. Thus, Taiwanese rarely have emergency items at home.
Taiwanese government propagandize the knowledge of disaster prevention via school educational publicity, media and disaster prevention posters. Since the participants are students, the school educational publicity is the most widely known.
In conclusion, we suggest the education to start from the kindergarten by using interesting flashcard games.
As for junior and senior high school, it is proper for school to hold disaster prevention drill regularly, as well as to instruct students in disaster prevention knowledge.
Furthermore, we also recommend companies must deliver employees evacuation roadmap and hold disaster prevention drills twice a year. Our references. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 8. Please welcome Group 9. The title of their presentation is Future Shock. Will robots take over our lives?
Hello everyone, I'm Dorcas.
I'm Eugene.
I'm Jeff. Today, we are going to talk about a future shock regarding robots. When it comes to robots in our lives, no doubt they play an important role in our society. However, there are still some pros and cons of robots. Whether robots make our life better or worse becomes an interesting issue to probe into. Will robots make our life better or worse? Or, as the technology is getting advanced, will our lives be replaced by robots in the future? Here's the outline of today's presentation. First, we'll go through why we focus on this topic, and followed by a brief background of robots. Then, we'll discuss some of the advantage and disadvantage concerning robots. Our arguments of whether robots will take over our lives will be clearly stated as well. So now, let's get started. All of you may be curious about why we dig in this topic. As you can observe in our modern society, the technology of robots and AI has been increasingly prosperous. More and more laborers being replaced by robots. On the other hand, people don't strive for the best on study or jobs. You can see clearly on this picture. Students living in class. This phenomenon will lead to human low competitiveness. That's why most people consider that we might be replaced by robots in some day. That's why we are interested to further research this topic. We will start with the introduction. First of all, what is robots? By definition, based on Computer Science Journal, a robot is a mechanical or virtual agent, usually an electromechanical machine, described by computer programs or electronic circuitry. A famous example, robot paper, was invented by Fusca. It can receive customers and introduce products. You can also customize paper based on different demands. If you want to hire it, you only need to pay $27,000 per month. And the right picture is Sophia robot. It is an imitation of humanity. Both of them are the latest robots. In 21st century, robots are widely applied to many fields such as industry, medical treatment, housekeeping, and interaction. Industrial robots can produce vehicles efficiently. Medical robots can implement the surgery more accurately. House cleaner, such as the famous brand iRobot, which can make your house comfortable and clean. It's really convenient for people who are too busy to do the cleaning. As you can see, the first picture is a robot wrestling with human. This kind of interaction robots are created for single people or lonely elderly. There's no doubt that these different kinds of robots will bring joy and benefits to our lives. As for the demands of robots, this is an analysis of industrial robots. As you can see, the increasing requirements of robots are 50% on average per year from 2008 to 2020. In addition, the International Federation of Robotics also indicates that 74 robots for 10,000 workers on 2016 are more than 66 robots on 2015. These numbers indicate that more and more people are relying on robots.
Now, let's move on to the advantages of robots. First, reduce human burden. It is universally acknowledged that both aging society and the decreasing fertility are severe problems we are facing now. An adult may have to take care of 2 to 4 elders. In this situation, healthcare robots can play an important role in looking after the elderly. Second, robots can achieve high productivity. Robots make our life much easier and safer. Without them, humans have to do all the high-volume tasks by themselves. With the assistance of robots, people can tackle many things promptly and efficiently. What's more, robots can work 24 hours a day without taking a break. They help farmers cultivate crops every day. That is why we have so much rice and vegetables in our daily life. This is why robots are so essential. Many of risky tasks can be done by robots too. For example, you can refer to pictures. Robots can help to remove bombs, put out fire, clean the windows of high building, or dive deep in the ocean. Robots can also deal with tasks in high or low temperature, or pressure, which we human beings are failed to do.
On the contrary, there are also some disadvantages of robots. Robots are emotionless. They can't express their feeling and love. Reforming, innovation, and design are gifts that robots can replace us. Although they can give us ideas, but we make decisions by ourselves. Next, here are the arguments on whether robots will take over our jobs or lives. It will probably that about 70% jobs will be replaced by robots in the future. This seems to be a big threat to humans. However, whether robots will take over human jobs, our answer is no. Why? Because there are also still limitations and negative sides of robots. Robots are designed and programmed by humans. The program could be broken or even hacked. Once the robots are being hacked or ruined, they may easily lose control or even attack humans. In this way, robots act as destroyers instead of helpers, just as the movie I, Robot.
Robots have always been a significant issue for us to discuss. Will robots take over our jobs? We don't think so. There are many things we can do, but machines can't. Where machines have made very little progress is in dealing with novel situations. They need to be inserted the progress, which means to get lots of data on chips. On the other hand, we humans can solve problems we've never seen before, based on our previous experience. In addition, humans have critical thinking and judgment. Machines can't compete with us in this way. Everyone has their own unique thoughts and imagination. Robots just act as a system role. We need to take advantage of them in proper ways, and they will benefit us a lot. If we change our visions, our perspectives, and focus on what we have to do, I'm definitely sure that we can't be replaced by robots in the future. In conclusion, robots do improve our lives as assistants, just as we've mentioned earlier robots using in industry, medical treatment, environment, and interaction, which improve our lives as assistants. However, robots still have a limitation, such as lack of judgment and creativity. These are the uniqueness of human properties that can't be replaced by robots. It's deeply believed that we can coexist with robots and create a colorful future. All the references are from these websites. This is all for our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 9. Please welcome Group 10. The title of their presentation is No Drugs, Good Life.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yuan Yongzhe, and this is my classmate Wang Shaotang and my teammate Dong Yixiang. We are come from Pingyong High School. Today, we are going to share our research, and the title is No Drugs, Good Life. This is our directory. First, I'm going to tell you about ketamine. Ketamine was developed in 1962. Ketamine has been used in veterinary medicine as an animal sedative. but it can be used in human medicine too as a sedative, stupefacient. Ketamine may create weird dose, although the drug is provided during a surgical procedure. The behavior and dose may be erratic or unusual after operation. Ketamine's stream name developed Cat, Medium, Super C, Green, K, and Special K. Ketamine side effect. If you take ketamine, you will get excited, confusion, hallucination, drowsiness, and seizures. Just like this man. He takes ketamine and gets confused, so he cut his finger. It must be very hurt. What does ketamine look like? Ketamine is made as an injectable liquid, which is clear. The drug is usually applied to found a white powder which has been used on the street. It is constantly found mixed with other materials such as impels, in MDMA, or in other drugs.
Why people try ketamine? People use ketamine to feel better and abuse drugs, for they need that feeling even more strongly. Usually a mix of environmental factors, personality traits, internal biology, and external pressure feed into drug use. Understanding why they use ketamine will be the first step towards avoiding addiction and addressing one's disease. Why people try ketamine? There are 3 reasons. First one is lose hope. Second one is curious. Third one is stupid. Why is stupid? Some people will steal vehicles and sell them, even sell their house because they want more and more ketamine. Nice signs if someone may be taking ketamine. Dilated pupils, hallucinations, slow deep breathing, sudden several sleepy or drowsiness, difficulty thinking or considering clearly, feeling of disconnection from drug user's body, alters in perception of sound and color, increased blood pressure, and slowly decreases.
Ketamine's hazards: bladder fibrosis, small bladder capacity, resecting bladder, brain atrophy, hydronephrosis, kidney failure, and kidney dialysis. Anti-ketamine concept. First one, recreational activity. Second one, provide for drugs information. Last one, parent-child relationship. Now, I'm gonna show you our micro movie, which was performed by us. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, hey, it's my favorite. Let's go.
What's wrong with you? You should focus. Focus.
Sorry, I want to go to lesson.
Okay, just go.
Again? Really? Okay, just go.
Okay.
She has been sleeping in class. Also, she seems to go to restroom very often.
Yeah, we should follow her to see what's going on.
Okay, let's go.
I can't believe that you are taking ketamine.
I must speak to the teacher.
No, please don't tell me.
No, let it go. What's up? Please take ketamine.
What? Taking drugs is wrong and unhealthy. Your brain has been accident before. But now you can focus on your study. In addition, caffeine will damage your bladder and make you feel very tired because you often go to toilets, including during sleep. How do you rest at night? Also, I need to call your parents up to tell them this situation. We will help them to quit.
Sorry, teacher. I don't know this must be considered problem. I will try right away, and I don't touch it anymore. Thank you very much for warning me and helping me.
In the end, we just want to let everyone know. Just say no to the drugs. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Group 10. Please welcome Group 11. The title of their presentation is Language Makes You Remarkable. A study on learning native language of children of new immigrants.
Sawadee-krap, my Titan Gangnam.
Wow, that's incredible. You can speak Thai.
Because my mother is from Thailand.
Really? And who are they?
They are my cousins, and we speak Thai to communicate.
That's great. Now few people who can speak their mother tongue. Kamusta?
Susle.
Abakaba.
Xinjiang. Good day, dear judges. Today, we're going to present our presentation. And our topic is Language Makes You Remarkable, a study on the native language of children of new immigrants.
According to the survey conducted by Ministry of the Interior, 40% of children of new immigrants can speak the native language of their mothers. They grew up in bilingual families.
Why can't some children of new immigrants speak their mother tongue?
Does the bilingualism apply to children of a new immigrant in Taiwan?
If you want to understand more, follow us.
In 2030, 13.5% of the population of young adults in Taiwan will be comprised of new immigrant children. With the advantage of multicultural background, can new immigrant children really develop language advantage?
Why is learning mother tongue so important?
Learning mother tongue can make children of new immigrants be well aware of Southeast Asian heritage, culture, and language. New immigrant children receiving education in their mother tongue can develop one more foreign language and give themselves the advantage in almost any situation.
If new immigrant children learn the native language of their mothers, what can they benefit from that?
From cultural perspective, if new immigrant children can pick up a touch of their Southeast Asian culture or language through native language learning, they will introduce the features of home culture to their friends and families, so that the society will have more respect for different ethnic groups. Moreover, the benefit of speaking mother tongue in their families is also to enhance the interaction between parents and children.
Learning the native language of their mothers are really beneficial to them in many ways.
Let's move on to our methodology. The research method applied in these studies are questionnaires and interview survey. The present study collected questionnaire data from children of new immigrants studied in a high school in Kaohsiung City. What's more, we interviewed 3 new immigrants' mothers from Indonesia, Vietnam, and Myanmar.
There is a total of 65 children of new immigrants in the study. The majority of them are children whose mother come from Vietnam. Here are our analysis of questionnaire, speaking for the reason for learning mother tongue. The majority of participants, they think they can communicate with their relative of new immigrants, consisting of 34 people. The secondary reasons are gaining more acquaintance with homely cultures and communicating with their mothers in their mother tongue, consisting of 21 participants respectively. According to the result of the present study, advantages of learning mother tongue are assimilated to their immigrant mother's family, have superiority in language, increased interaction with mother, assist with homeland cultural exchange, and increase international competitiveness.
The following are the findings of interview. Speaking of teaching native language to their children, none of 3 immigrants' mothers emphasize teaching their children mother tongue.
Among new immigrant mothers, both Indonesian and Burmese mothers consider that learning their mother tongue is less helpful, while learning Mandarin or English is more important. Even Indonesian mother's family is strongly opposed to learning mother tongue. On the contrary, Vietnamese mother holds a positive view, which learning mother tongue is helpful.
From the result of the present study, we conclude that, in terms of language for communication, no doubt, most of children of new immigrants speak Mandarin all the time instead of the native language of their mothers, since their mothers speak Mandarin too. Regarding native language proficiency, their abilities of speaking and listening are fair, while their abilities of writing and reading are poor.
New immigrants' mothers also consider that Mandarin and English are important language for learning, as they give them the advantage in almost any situation instead of mother tongue.
Last but not least, we'll provide some suggestions below. In terms of native language learning, we can implement the policies of learning mother tongue for new immigrants' children at school, offer mother tongue learning courses, and the last one is hold mother tongue speaking or related competition at school. All references. So, can you teach me how to speak Thai?
No problem.
And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 11. Please welcome Group 12. The title of their presentation is Taiwan Sports Tourism, Boosting Taiwan's Travel Industry.
Come see the beauty, the island so colorful, counting the best, people so friendly, it will be the most amazing journey. People come to view and see
amazing food, stunning scenery, and public transportation. So, if we have an opportunity of promoting Taiwan to the world, we will definitely choose sports tourism. By hosting international sport events, we can present different attractions. To lead tourism to experience our harmony of our traditional culture, and most importantly, boost Taiwan's travel industry. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, with our sincere heart, we invite you to enjoy our presentation.
This is the last performance. Hang there. Please don't fall asleep.
Finishing a marathon is a state of mind that says anything is possible. The Tarako George Marathon is the only one 10-year marathon in Taiwan. And this marathon is the most famous track marathon. And since year 2000, it attracts 10,000 domestic and foreign runners to pilgrimage each year. And because of the magnificent scenery, people around the world started to know more about Taiwan. And the most importantly, they make Taiwan shine on her international stage. Now, Sunny is going to talk about the university.
On your marks, get set, go! In August of 2017, the start of the 29th Summer University, the biggest sport event ever held in Taipei, Taiwan, the university brought over 12,000 participants. Both delegates and athletes from over 150 countries to Taiwan. For 12 days of competition, education, sportsmanship, and friendship, and these games are second in international prominence owing to the Olympics garnering well-deserved international coverage. And we were grateful for this opportunity to host this world-class event as a means of forging peace and friendship, and a chance to show the world our irrepressible confidence, enthusiasm, and energy. And these are the best sellers of university.
Hey, we have heard some examples. Hey, Sunny, how about let's share our own experience with everyone?
Sure, it's my pleasure. A few weeks ago, Christy and I joined an international marathon competition called Gudu Marathon. It was held by Tainan City government. Although it was 4 in the morning, but still many passionate challengers showed up on time and given their best. We've met many foreigners here, and soon we became friends. Throughout the event, we gained not the experience, but also the joy of seeing their big wide smile. And I realized a smile is a language that everyone understands. Throughout the event, many marathon sponsors stood by the stops, offering water, sport drinks, and some famous local snacks, such as seasonal fruit and douhua to participants. And throughout the event, one can see Taiwanese gathering together, helping each other, the spirit of teamwork, the spirit of Taiwan. What do you think, Elsa?
Fantastic! As Taiwanese, I will definitely join you guys next year. Go to a marathon, here I come!
Of course, anytime. But Elsa, I think you need to continue your presentation. Time's clicking.
My bad. Let's get back to work. Please take a look at this line graph. It is extremely important for us to exchange our own experiences so that we can be more competitive in this global community. Marathon has become more and more popular. By promoting leisure activities, we can also trigger the development of tourism. We strongly believe if we put to good use of our precious resources, Taiwan's tourism will soon rise up again. Traveling is regarded as the best way to understand the culture of a region. Hosting sports events in Taiwan provides us to not only implement people-to-people diplomacy, but also enhance Taiwan's economic growth. Please allow us to share our own ideas. How can we boost Taiwan's tourism and combining innovative activities with sports at the same time? For instance, we can hold a round island cycling activity. Participants will start their journey from Taipei 101. Along the way, they can see the magnificent mountain scenery, while the other side offers a beautiful sea view of the ocean. After exploring the nature of Taiwan, we'll cycle back to the world-famous landmark of Taiwan, the Taipei 101, which has served as the icon of modern Taiwan and is the symbol of the Taiwan miracle. At the event, participants would have collected 16 postcard puzzles from different city stops that were published by Taiwan Tourism Bureau. All 16 pieces together make one perfect Taiwan.
From the aforementioned examples, we encourage people from all around Taiwan to realize our culture is unique. And we can promote Taiwan in just a simple way by hosting international sport events and showcasing our culture to the world. As the world becomes increasingly knowledgeable about Taiwan and our culture, our soft power can likewise disseminate internationally.
We have a great environment with tremendous opportunities, and with your help,
we can absolutely
immerse ourselves in the global community and make our future brighter than ever. Ila Formosa, Taiwan will touch your heart. Ila Formosa, Taiwan will touch your heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 12. Please welcome the final team of Group 13. Their presentation will go for the title of Adidas Brand Story and Marketing.
Hi everyone, we are from Zhanghua Zhengde High School. I'm Rachel and this is Christine, Kelly, Emily and Sharon. Today our topic is Adidas brand story and marketing. With the change of the times, people have a great demand for the style and quality of clothing. But now there are many brands from the world. So now we are going to tell how Adidas stands out from the crowd and win the support from any ages of people. Our research is divided into 5 parts. 1. Motivation. 2. An introduction of Adidas. 3. Brand marketing. 4. Questionnaire. 5. Conclusion. Motivation. 1. Why are Adidas so popular with people of all ages? 2. What trend on the earth do the shoes of Adidas have to make people willing to spend money buying? 3. Which way will Adidas use to keep them still popular?
An introduction of Adidas. Adolf has a prominent and made an important invention. They use wooden nails to avoid the shoe stepping, but they have different opinions, and they decided to separate. Today's Adidas was founded by adults, the more popular brands than the others. Adidas have two logos. One is three lines, the other one is three leaves. The logos are connected with streets. This means Adidas, equality, classical beauty, and health. This table is about Adidas and Nike's share price and market value. Although Adidas' revenue and profit are less than Nike, but Adidas' share price has been rising every year, but Nike has fallen. So Adidas' future development is not to be underestimated. Now Adidas not only looking for athletes, but also send a lot of non-sports stars to endorse their products. And they try to and more young people take these stars as their fashion pointers. Furthermore, Adidas Adidas try to miss their products to miss their production. So they will speed up their production. They call a new production process a speed factor. Adidas products not only flexible, comfortable, and reliable, and they combine with a sense of fashion, and invite famous sports stars to endorse their brand. When it comes to sports, you will think of Adidas. This marketing practice makes Adidas more popular among young generations.
Then let's start to the part 4, questionnaire. We surveyed with 100 people at a standard, and our resident is 70 to 20 and 35 to 45. We have 3 questions in this survey. Next, we will show you the first one. If you are a teenager or middle age, which one will you choose? According to our survey, most people still choose Adidas. And the second question, do you think that other brands were more popular than Adidas after a decade? Actually, many of our friends have changed their wearing style and buy different brands of clothes or even accessories. And the next one, Sarah, why were you choose these products? Several people cares about its fashion or not, and the second reason is because of its quality. Next one is cozy and discount. But in my view, I think the cozy is the most important thing. This is our Adidas SWOT analysis. Many people know Adidas this brand, so its market share is higher, but
Their pride is so high and having a lot of competitor. So how to create opportunity in this society? I think they can expand their wares by advertisement and media.
Conclusion. We realize sneakers have multiple functions. Forward on your feet shows a sense of fashion. So Adidas keeps innovating and developing new strategies to attract consumers by guiding spokesmen to endorse their products. The diversity of products and efficient production are advantages for selling the shoes. Not only these two benefits, but also others to make people spend money buying Adidas products. Adidas still spins many other benefits to let people like it. This makes us spin Adidas world with others brand and future.
Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Group 13. Teachers and contestants, there will be a 20-minute break. While the final scores are calculated, there are some snacks available outside. We will announce the winners at 3:30. Please be back here then. Thank you. First, please note that all prizes and certificates of attendance will be posted to your school after the competition. Next, transport information for your trip home will be posted at the registration tables where you sign in at noon. And please return your name card to a box at registrator's table. Next, please complete the satisfaction survey by using the QR code shown on the screen. Finally, there will be snack boxes for all of you at the registration table when you leave. Please remember to pick them up. There is also a QR code on the snack box, so you can do the survey on the way home. Now, I would like to invite our judges to make some comments about today's competition. First, let's welcome Professor Wu Zhenrou to say a few words.
今天很辛苦的主办单位，主任啊，我们系上的老师哈，还有今天我们的裁判伙伴，当然最重要的我们要欢迎高中职的老师跟学生来参加这样的一个盛会。每一年担任这个简报比赛的评审啊，都是我感觉这是一个很好的一个响应。看到年轻的这一代有这么杰出的表现，我们感觉我们的国内的这个英语教育也是相当成功的。你这边呢，如果有大学端的同学啊，看了以后大概会对你们有一点激发的这样的一个作用。那我不做个别的评论，但是大致上来讲啊，今天的这一个简报啊，我的简单的结论就是说，你参加了就算是得奖了。人生中啊，也难得有这么好的机会让你去大展长才啊。那所谓的台上10分钟啊，那台下大概要10年功了哈。可见各位平常呢，在老师呢、学校啊，还有同学的努力之下呢，都有相当杰出的表现。 那等一下针对那个简报的技巧或者一些细节，我们有外籍老师呢会跟你们做详细的这个说明。那每一次呢，我担任这个比赛啊，我都有很好的感想。因为这几组作品啊，大概有4组或者5组呢，我在上个礼拜已经看过你们的比赛了啊，你们参加另外一个比赛啊，我已经看过了。那看过这些比赛以后呢，我的感觉就是说，人生中啊，刚刚我讲，人生中有这样一个机会啊，你站在这个舞台上，将来会是你不只是你一个美好的一个回忆，也是激励你向前啊向上的一种动力啊。那我这边呢还是要特别感谢我们来自于高职的老师们啊，真的都很辛苦啊。看到把学生教得这么好，我们大学老师呢，真的应该好多的地方都应该跟你们好好的学习。那其他一些话呢，我第一个拿到麦克风了，我不能占用太多的时间啊。其他的话呢，我们等一下呢还有好多位的评审，还有我们的主任呢，还会跟各位呢有祝贺、有祝福的话，我就先讲到这边，谢谢大家。
Next, let's welcome Professor Gary Dewar to say the few words.
Well, thank you everyone, and thank you for coming this afternoon. The good thing now, it's all done. It's finished. How do you feel? Good. Good? Yeah. I can't hear you. It's finished. You're done. Come on. I know it's not easy to get up on the stage in front of other people you don't know. I know you probably all worked very hard to practice to get up on the stage or get up in front. And sometimes it can go very well, but sometimes maybe the equipment might not, the microphone may not work, or maybe, you know, sometimes like me, if I get nervous, I might forget something. I mean, I can practice and practice, and then when somebody's got a camera at me, I might get a little nervous and forget what to say, but I think you all did a very good job, so I think you all should have a good hand. So be proud of yourself. I mean, for at least getting up on stage, that's you know, nobody can take that away from you. So that right there, that's an honor by itself. You know, getting up on stage, you can tell everybody, hey, I was on stage in front of people. So be proud of that, because maybe your other classmates may say, oh, I wish I were you. You know, you got on stage. So I think if you can take that home today, you know, be proud of yourself that you're on stage and you spoke in not just your own language, but, you know, another language, whether it be Japanese or English. So you should be proud of yourself today. So I think everybody did a good job. And one more time, thank you for coming. And welcome. Okay.
Finally, please welcome Professor British O'Neill to say the few words.
Hi everyone, congratulations. You are all so brave. This takes a lot of just gumption to get up here and be able to stand up in front of a group of your peers and judges and be able to, like Gary said, speak in a language that is not your first one. You should all be so incredibly proud of yourselves. Yes, keep clapping for yourselves. You deserve it. I think every single one of you are winners here today. It doesn't matter what rank you are. This was incredibly impressive, and I'm so grateful that I got to be a part of it. I just moved to Taiwan, and today I got to learn so much from all of you. I now have a whole list of more places I need to visit and cultures I need to explore, and yeah, just great job, everybody. Amazing. One more round of applause.
Thank you, judges. Our award ceremony will now begin. First, We will present the outstanding performance for Japanese group 正德高中日常生活の新課 I'd like to invite Professor Hu Xiago to the stage to make the presentations. We will present the 5 honorable mention awards. I'd like to invite Professor British and Gary Dewar to the stage to make the presentations. The first honorable mention goes to 北港高中 World of Social Network. The second honorable mention goes to 树德家商 How much do you know about earthquakes? The third honorable mention goes to 明道中学 The fourth honorable mention goes to 长荣高中 Blueprint Culture and Creative Park. The fifth honorable mention goes to 树德家商 Change in the Food Age, Genetically Modified Food. the top 3 places in our competition. First, I'd like to ask Professor Joanna Wang to present the 3rd prize. The winner of the 3rd prize is 德光中学 Taiwan Sports Tourism, boosting Taiwan's travel industry. I'd like to invite Professor Wu Zhenrou to present the 2nd prize. The 2nd prize goes to 树德家商 Language makes you remarkable. Finally, I'd like to ask our chair, Professor Dong Xingzhen, to present the 1st prize. The 1st prize goes to 中山高级工商职业学校 My copyright possess the traditional tattoo in Runkai culture. Congratulations to all the winners of the 2018 Jiangnan University presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our competition. Congratulations to all our competitors. And thanks to all students and teachers for participating. Hope to see you here again next year. Goodbye.
好，谢谢各位同学、各位老师，今天来到嘉耀参加我们这个比赛，好精彩哦！那你要离开的时候呢，别忘了你带来的东西，还有别忘了把你们的名牌交回到我们的箱子里面。谢谢各位，谢谢。如果有缘，大家明年再相会 ，See you。